And Andrew, what becomes of the Quad? We are also learning that Donald Trump, in all likelihood, is not going to show up for the next Quad summit. What happens to the Quad? It was something that came up to take on China, and now it seems that China is going to be gloating about that.
Yeah, well, I think it's true that Donald Trump probably won't show up, and it remains to be seen how much of an impact that will have. Again, if we look at fundamentals, we'll see that the members of the Quad have a shared interest in, if not containing China, certainly balancing China. We shouldn't forget that from Delhi's perspective, the Indian Ocean is exactly that, the Indian Ocean. China views it very differently with its String of Pearls initiative and its growing naval presence in the Indian Ocean and its diplomatic presence with the Maldives and so on. And so we see, from India's perspective, a fundamental clash of visions there and interests. And Australia and Japan and others obviously share concerns about China as well. So I don't think the Quad will go away, even if, again, rhetorically and optically, Trump not showing up. I mean, he often doesn't show up. I'm not sure he shows up at the White House as often as he probably should. Um, but so in terms of the fundamentals, I don't think the Quad is going to be undermined. This is not a moment to build it out and to enhance it, perhaps. We have to wait until the winds, the geopolitical winds, shift for that moment to be a little more propitious. But I'm not that concerned about AUKUS or the Quad or any of these other minilateral arrangements that are evolving, crystallizing as states in the region seek to blunt and balance China's growing power and ever more grand aspirations, shall we say, whether it's in Eurasia, the Indo-Pacific, or globally, whether it's seeing themselves as number one or number two, they do see themselves as the more responsible, to use the language Beijing often uses, leader on the global stage. Um, and they do, in fact, pander to the global south in all kinds of ways in order to try to build that constituency. And then they institutionalize it in the SCO and BRICS, et cetera. Um, I don't think that they will be successful in terms of displacing the United States, but for the short to medium term, they're going to give the US a run for its money.
All right, fair enough. Some